Hello, everybody. It is the Tsunami Show, and I am your host, King Neptune. It is late night, early morning, and uh, I am doing fine if you are wondering. Okay, look, I'm in a better mood than I thought I would be, all right? Because I'm irritated and I'm mad because I wanted to go live tomorrow. Well, today, like later on today, not early in the morning. But I kept seeing stuff. I had taken me a long nap and I started seeing stuff and I just felt like it needed to be addressed. Like I couldn't wait no longer. Okay. I got somebody who I was going to I'm gonna send them a link whenever they get this message, and hopefully if they see it they can join in because I needed some backup with this one. Like I'm a fan and I could hold my own, but at the same time they are also a fan and they can also join in and clap back on that ass. So basically my topics today is Chris Brown and Tinashe beef, fake news, Nicki and Cardi B husbands clash. Okay, I'm just gonna touch lightly on the Nicki and Cardi B husbands thing, the Offset and Kenneth Petty situation, because it's not too big. It's a big spectacle, but it's kind of like ran its course. Like if you don't know about it, then you literally just live under a rock. You only on Facebook. You don't be on Twitter. You don't be on IG. It's a lot of people I know that be on Facebook. A lot of little moms and people that don't really give that much into like the celebrity drama and stuff that's going on. They don't really be into the real world and knowing what's going on with the faves and celebrities and stuff, which is fine. You don't have to. It's not for everybody. Me, it's like, okay, you know how your dad be watching sports and all into that and everything. I don't know why my StreamYard looks like this. Let me put my overlay up real quick. Why does everything look so inverted? What happened? Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna continue on with this. I don't know why things look all inverted, but like my logo, it looks inverted. I don't like that. Why does it look that color? That's so odd to me. But so the main reason why I wanted to come up here is because there's been I guess Tinashe, well, I know Tinashe had just came out with a new album, and it's called BB Angel. Now I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I am a Tinashe fan, but I only like two songs on that album. It will have to grow on me. I'm not gonna shit on the songs because the last album before that, 333, I love that album now. At first, it had to grow on me. There was a lot of songs that had to grow on me, but when I got into it, I got into the bag, and I was like, oh, okay, yes, girl. I was getting my life. And the album before that, Songs for You, when I was going through my breakup, oh my god, that album got me through and through. There's some songs that I couldn't even listen to until like 3 years later that I couldn't listen to and not cry. But now I'm strong enough and I can do it. Thank you. But this album, it only has like what, like 8 tracks, six, seven, 8 tracks. It's a small album. It's almost like a mixtape, honestly, but she's had mixtapes that had more songs than that. So I'm kind of confused with that. But I only like a couple songs. I like I like Needs, even though Needs was kind of like a sleeper to me. Like I feel like Needs was something that a part of it just gives me unfinished song vibes, but it's an okay vibe. It's like an okay song, and I don't really care for Talk to Me Nice, but it does remind me of Feelings from Songs for You era, how it does a transition from one song to another. A lot of songs like that she has, I love. See, look at me. I'm already naming songs by her, and that falls into our topic. I'm getting sidetracked. So, I thought this was old. The reason why I thought this was old was because Chris Brown has came at Tinashe before in the past because she made little comments. We're going to revisit that. Hopefully, my video doesn't get flagged because I will be using Lovely T's video to kind of refresh us a little bit because she touched on the topic. She's really good at breaking down stuff. I'm gonna show her, and hopefully, y'all subscribe to her or whatever she has. Y'all subscribe to me. Y'all like, share, and subscribe to me. Y'all don't got to subscribe to that hoe if y'all don't want to. I mean, hey, I love her. That's my auntie in my head, even though she barred the gang. But she got almost 1 million followers. She cool, baby. You just come over here. You do your job over here. All right. But we will be using her. You do what you want. So basically, Tinashe had, I guess, went on some tour, like some press tour, like interviews and stuff. She's not gonna go to Breakfast Club, and she's not gonna go to Hot 97. I don't believe because they're a little bit messy with their questions. They're real, sometime and wishy washy. They're real fake. Like that's why Nicki don't even go over to those places no more. They was talking about her album and they didn't even listen to it. But this ain't about her. Um, so I guess I didn't see the full interview. I'm surprised because I watch interviews all day long, but I've been working so hard. I've been meaning to come out here and give more videos, give more lives. But when I come home from work, I'd be ready to go lay down. Nobody's really supporting me yet, so I unfortunately can't just off rip do a couple videos and all of a sudden I'm monetized and I got support and I have my own little fan base and stuff. I don't have that yet. But one day, maybe whenever people actually support and like, subscribe, share, engage, give their comments and commentary on my commentary, I'll be able to hopefully do this full time and actually be more consistent and put more work into my craft. I do want to change my title, screen, and everything, change the music, do it. I want to revamp this channel eventually. Um, so she went on her interview and she was talking about some songs and collaborations. I guess the interviewer guy, we're gonna go ahead and watch that video. And he had asked her about collaborating with R. Kelly and Chris Brown. I didn't know that she collaborated with R. Kelly. I would love to find the song that she collaborated with him on. I never knew. I never knew. Like, let me see if I could find this, honestly. Let me save this to watch later so I don't lose it. And then Chris Brown. And I'm typing in R. Kelly real quick because I didn't even know that she did a song with R. Kelly. What song did she? Let's Be Real Now audio featuring Tinashe. I'm gonna have to listen to that. I didn't know. Tinashe, the Buffet Deluxe. Oh, this is all the way long ago, like she said. Yeah, I didn't know she had a song with him, honey. I had no clue in this world. But okay. So she did a song with R. Kelly and Chris Brown. The only person she really dissed was R. Kelly in the video interview. She said that as far as Chris Brown goes, the label pushed Chris Brown on the song. They surprised her with Chris Brown. Remember whenever Glorilla did that Tomorrow song and she was wondering like, you know who would sound good on this? Cardi B. But she didn't really think she was going to get Cardi B on the song. The song wasn't that big back then. But the label already surprised her with the Cardi B feature, like unbeknownst to her. So some labels do that. They surprise people with artists to be on people's songs. Like I'm pretty sure there's other stories that we don't know about and stuff like that. So that's all she basically said. I mean, I'm pretty sure she don't give a damn about Chris Brown. Pretty sure Chris Brown don't give a damn about Chris Brown cares because he up here replying and stuff. He claps back at anybody, especially a female that has something negative to say about him or his craft or anything that he's done. Y'all sitting here, then there's all these Chris Brown fans. First off, there's a lot of people that's posting half of the interview, going along with the story, and I can't stand that with social media. People will put out half of what they heard, and a lot of people will be in the comments going ahead and roasting that person, not even knowing the full story, not even knowing that, hey, this person didn't really actually come at that person like that. They came at this person like that. They said X, Y, and Z about that person, but they're all like, oh, well, I can't name any of Tinashe's songs. Oh, he needed her. She needed him on her song. She should be happy and this, that, and the third. First of all, both of these people, let's stop playing dense and stupid and walking on thin lines. Cause bitch, both of them are abusers. Y'all sit here and get on Nicki Minaj and her fans because she's married to who she's married to. Let's keep it all the way real then if we're gonna do that. R. Kelly, he's a repeat offender, he's an abuser, he's a groomer. Chris Brown, every year he's in some type of scandal, whether it's with a female or whether it's because he swung on somebody or got into some beef with a rapper or a singer. He's always in some drama. Now, he's talented, but honestly, his career is on Floppiana too. If he ever does make a song, it doesn't go mainstream like that. It might be on the local hip hop radios if he's on a feature or something like that. But a single by himself, like, he hasn't really had a big hit. The last hit I remember from Chris Brown was that song that was like 3 years old, and all of a sudden it got on the radio like 3 years later, and it started back trending again. I don't know if it's because of TikTok or what. How did that song go? I don't even remember how the song go. Ain't that crazy? And they was playing it on the radio back to back to back to back. Like, I would turn on the radio station, that song will be on there. Then I'll turn to the other radio station, the grown folks radio station. It'll be over there. And this is back when I was doing my transporting job and I needed the radio to get me through the day. But hey, I just wanted to clear that up because I don't like how people are coming at my girl who's really talented, really great vocalist, great dancer. She's independent. She doesn't get the promotion, and even when she was signed, she didn't get the promotion like that. But she's recognized by the greatest. And I also started to see some barbs come at her, and I'm like, bitch, y'all need to be worried about Cardi B and Offset and stuff right now, because that's what's going on with them as of today also. And I don't understand that. Like, I posted on my Twitter, I'm like, okay, any barbs that are anti Tinashe and coming at Tinashe in this situation, I will be frying your ass and blocking you, because that's just weird to me. Tinashe has been cool with Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj has mentioned Tinashe. Like, I don't understand it. That's it. That's all. I don't understand the beef. I don't understand y'all roasting her. And then we're going to get on her catalog because she has a strong catalog, great music. Let me turn this heater off, girl. I had to turn my heater off. Yes, girl. I got the heater on now. I don't went from using the AC like yesterday or the day before to using the heater. I'm like, goodness, it's starting to get cold outside. I mean, I'm here for it because it's too damn hot, and I don't like the heat. I like the cold. I'm from up north. Who is calling me? Oh my god. Yes, this girl gonna wake up and call me at 5:30 in the morning. Good God. Now, like, I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful. This is why I should have did a recording so I could have like edited that part out. But let's just get cracking because I need to go ahead and wrap this up because I don't like this. But I just wanted to be in like a chill mood. But this was confusing me because I thought that this was old because I saw Chris Brown like doing name like 5 Tinashe songs with a gun to your head and you're dead, everybody's dead, or something like that. But he's done that years ago. And he called her a hobbit face or something like that. Some lame stuff. Like, so I wanted to do that, and I'm gonna play this Lovely T video, and then I might put my like screener up so nobody can see it because I don't want her to come for me. But I've seen this one YouTuber, D Chanel. She always reacted to Lovely T's videos, and she didn't get flagged or anything for it. So hopefully she don't come for me because I don't got time for that. Oh, this is Twitter. Okay, this is who I wanted to like join, but I guess they went to sleep or whatever. They're Lux the Icon. We follow each other. I'm not, we're not besties or anything like that, but they be on the spaces, and he's like a real hardcore Tinashe fan. And that's honestly off of the strength of like us following each other for real. Because he steps in when he needs to step in. We can always come together and agree on stuff when it comes down to the Nashe and the slander and the unjust when it comes down to situations like this. So this is from Buzz and Pop. It says Chris Brown claps back at Tinashe after she revealed she was forced by her former label to collaborate with the singer. Then he's going to say, "Name five Tinashe songs or die. Everybody's dead." Somebody else they reposted it, of course, as you can see. They said crazy because she objectively makes better music and dances better than him, which I agree. He makes the same songs. All of his songs sound the same. I think something went viral like a few days ago with him saying that he has 15,000 songs, and I bet every single one of them sounded exactly the same. Somebody else says, "Gun to your head. I couldn't name you five Chris Brown songs, but I could name five crimes he's committed." Exactly. Oh, oh yeah. Let's get on that. Okay, didn't he beef with Tory Lanez? No, or Tory Lanez beefed with somebody. I know he beefed with Offset. He beefed with a female. Who else? What other females he beefed with? He he hit Karichi Tran. He hit Rihanna. I'm pretty sure he hit another girl. I'm pretty sure there's stuff we don't know about. I genuinely can't name five Chris Brown songs. Let me try to name five Chris Brown songs real quick and name five Tinashe songs. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Tinashe first because it's more easier. Okay. uh. Okay. Perfect Crime. Feelings. Uh. Another Me. I can name them real quick. I just want to name my favorite. That's why I'm taking a minute. uh, Lucid Dreaming, Sacrifices. That's five. I could name like 20 Tinashe songs, honestly. Okay, now let's do Chris Brown. Okay, No Guidance, Run It, Excuse Me, Miss. Is Kiss Kiss his song or is that T Pain's? I'm gonna name one that's solo by him because I did solo Tinashe songs. Uh, he got that song with Usher that I like. It could only be one you. No Flame, New Flame, or No Flame. That was my shit. I'm sorry. That was my shit. Baby, baby, let's live what we got here last forever. I cannot sing right now. What other song he got? Jordan Sparks, No Air. Hey, okay, that's five. But are those his songs, or is the Jordan? That's Jordan Sparks' song. Okay, I still gotta name one. Uh, Fine China. Okay, was that five or was that four? That was five songs, wasn't it? No, one was a feature. Let me name another one. Let me think. Okay. Uh, those hoes, the hoes ain't loyal. That's it. I almost said them boys ain't loyal. But okay, I named five by him. The next line you snort will be your last, Christopher. Yes, y'all better eat him up. Okay, y'all better eat him up. Okay, this bitch is a good ass dancer. I can't play this. Yeah, but my girl got the moves. Look at that. Bam. Oh, this is Tasha K. I was wondering what this was. This bitch dressed up like Cardi B. I'm not finna play with this bitch. Oh my gosh, she plays all day. Tinashe won, even looking better, wearing color orange. Oh. Yeah, that nigga stay in jail. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What was that? Let me get off of his page. Is this my page or is this my news feed? See, people be sharing stuff. I promise you. I do have a freak Twitter, but it's not this. There I go again. Lord Jesus, y'all gonna get my video flagged. Y'all posting all this stuff. not the Breakfast Club speaking about this Tinashe and R. Kelly thing. No shade, but it's smart because she's getting a lot of exposure she hasn't gotten in a while from this topic. What do you mean? What did the Breakfast Club got to say about it? As long as they engage with some integrity, because I hate the way it seems all toxic spaces are latching onto this story. They are all exploiting her, like play my sis new music on the airways. Yeah, yeah, it wasn't bad as I thought. They let the whole clip play, so they gave it context. And Charlamagne says, "Favorite Tinashe song is All My Friends." What, bro? That's not. Wasn't that a feature? Oh, very cool. They played the whole clip on contact. Okay, they didn't say nothing. The craziest part is they didn't take it out of context like I thought they would either. Yet the other blogs are over here just taking topics and running with it. That's exactly why I'm making this video for real. Because it's honestly so fucking annoying with people sitting here and spinning a story that's not true. Let's go ahead and leave Twitter land real quick. We're going to go to IG because I have a video I actually want to play. Present, share screen.
Port, and he was like their biggest artist that they had on rhythmic radio at the time. And to me, I was like, well, this is a pop song, so I really don't feel like we should put Chris on it. Like that, I don't like that. That doesn't compute to me. But I don't know.
Your computation was 100% correct.
I don't know. Thanks. I don't know. Hindsight's 2020.
No, but you can also look back and realize that like you were in a position where there was a bunch of people who position themselves as knowing more than you, and being the be all end all and the decision makers and essentially the gatekeepers to a career that you've been working for and dedicated your entire fucking life to. So
absolutely,
the power dynamic is the pendulum is not swinging in your favor,
not at all. And like you said, there's something to be said for like the fact that there's only so many times you can like push back. There's only so much that you can like be like, no, I'm not going to do this, because you want to be successful as well. Like you want to put your music out. You want to be like, if this is the way that I'm going to be able to get my art out or my single out, then like I'm just going to have to like commit to this. Like I'm just going to have to, you know, convince myself that like this is the right thing to do. And so that's why I think it's easy for me to look back on it and be like, yeah, but at the time I did want, like there was a part of me that was still, you know, excited or like thankful or like grateful or like hopeful that, you know, like this maybe this will work. Like maybe this, I am collaborating with like a very successful artist. Like, I don't know, this isn't like fully bad. Maybe it doesn't make full sense to me, but like, you know, there's some type of like compromise and like me just trying to like figure out how to navigate that scenario as well. Because I wasn't like totally anti-label either at the time. I was like, well, we're working together. This is like a team, you know?
Well, you have to work with them, because if you don't work with them, they get annoyed
won't put your shit out.
Don't put your music out.
Shelved.
So, yeah. Can I ask, like, attached to things that felt labely, would you put in that category the songs you did? Can I ask, like, attached to things that felt labely, would you put in that category the songs you did with R. Kelly and Chris Brown?
Oh, you think I wanted? I literally block out that R. Kelly song from my mind. I forget that even exists.
Now he asked the question.
That is so embarrassing.
Girl, hush, real quick. He asked the question. Y'all are roasting her as if she just up and said, "Oh, I didn't want to do a song with Chris Brown. I didn't want to do a song with R. Kelly. Oh, they're trash." Like, no, this is not how it went. The white guy asked her the damn question. He picked the damn question and he asked her. This is an interview. Can we all be adults about this? Like, and she gave her answer. I remember that time she was signed. They were putting out songs that she didn't even really want to do and songs that she didn't even agree with. I remember that Flame song that she put out. She said she hated that song. And they were forcing her to put out songs that she didn't like, basically, is what I'm saying. I didn't know she worked with R. Kelly. I didn't know she, I knew she worked with Chris Brown. It was okay, but it didn't feel Tinashe coded. I know a real Tinashe fan, they know her sound. They know what type of music she likes to put out. All you got to do is listen to Songs for You and 333. And even her mixtapes from before, her SoundCloud mixtapes, you can only listen to them on YouTube. They're not on streaming services. I think she has to go through like a lot of clearances and stuff. But those mixtapes, I'm sorry, they're like the best, honestly. Reverie, Amethyst is my favorite. I think the one that put her on the map was In Case We Die. I love Blackwater. There's like a lot of songs. I love Chainless, the song single Chainless. I love her video Ecstasy. I can't find the audio of Ecstasy, but I could find the video. And girl, she served looks in that video. I loved it. But yeah, like this is the beginning of the video. I'm gonna let it play again until we get to that mark that we started on because it was playing the whole time and I didn't know. So,
that is so unreal that I even have a song with R. Kelly. That's so embarrassing. No.
Like,
yes, that was labeling.
Yeah, knowing you, it actually like hurts me that like somebody put you in that position.
I wouldn't say it's super embarrassing. Maybe she was given a lot with that one, but at the same time, like at that time, girl, Lady Gaga had a song with him. She scrapped that song. It was an okay song. Do what you want with my body. Do what you want. That was my shit a little bit, girl. I love that song. But she got rid of it, and understandably so. I mean, like, I don't understand like how now in this cancel culture, this like imaginary cancel culture, you know, somebody put out a song, they all of a sudden got to get rid of it. No, I'm gonna keep that song up there. I mean, shit, what's done is done. There's somebody who might not give a fuck about all that, and they might want to listen to, like, shit, it is what it is. Like, but everybody got to be taking a stance. Like, I mean, like, you got Beyonce that weeds out and does background checks on her dancers and people that she works with, but then I think it's some people in her camp that has or that she associated herself with that does have a sketchy past. But this isn't about her. Let's finish this.
And I was so young too, which is crazy because I feel like I did that song when I just signed to that label. Like I was probably like 20. Yeah, that's crazy.
And I think the public perceives it as you doing that willingly and not understanding that like you lack a lot of control in that situation.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you do. 1,000%.
If any, like you probably like.
And especially when it comes to singles, like for example, that song with Chris, that was a song that I put, you know, a lot of like, we all wanted it to be like this big moment, this big single. So I feel like in their mind, they were like, you need this support. And he was like their biggest artist they had on rhythmic radio at the time. And to me, I was like, well, this is a pop song. So I really don't feel like we should put Chris on it. Like that, I don't like that doesn't compute to me, but I don't know.
Your computation was 100% correct.
I don't know. Thanks. I don't know. Hindsight is 2020.
No, but yeah, but you can also look back and realize that like you were in a position.
Basically, she didn't say anything negative really about Chris Brown. She just said that she thought the song would be fine on its own. She didn't need Chris Brown on it. She didn't think, oh, let's put Chris Brown on it. No, the label surprised her and put Chris Brown on the song. The end. Now let's read these messy ass comments. There's a girl saying, "Girl, bye. Every R. Kelly collab is dope, and Chris does what needs to be done on the feature. You came into the industry at the wrong time, and people didn't vibe with your music. Bitch, bye. That's a lie, because I vibed with it." Somebody else, "Girl, please. You should be honored to have ever breathed the same ear as R. Kelly." Now that's wild, right there. Her saying that. "I don't care about the charges or free lifers. Free lifers, you mean? Should have went down besides him 100, and I still love his music. And for Chris Brown, honey, just sit down. He probably don't want to work with you." Girl, he hopped on that song and still made that video. What do you mean? Girl, she really ain't come for Chris, more so R. Kelly. Exactly. That's what it really was. And yet that song with Chris couldn't even help your career. Girl, bye. She went independent. Like, it's so many people that's giving these little think pieces, but they don't even know really what they're talking about. They're just loud and wrong. But it's their opinions. But my thing is, if you're going to give an opinion, at least know the whole story. That's all. Looks like she felt forced to work with R. Kelly, and she felt her single with Chris Brown was the one, and she would have preferred without anyone. Two separate ways she spoke on those people. Exactly. I don't like that. I'm not reading all of that. That's a big ass paragraph. Okay. All the negative replies seem to got the most likes. I was going to read the comments to have a lot of likes, but it seems like those are the negative ones. I'm not about to sit here and read every negative comment. Players was a bop though, but I mean, I guess it was a bop, but I mean, hey, I'm not about to sit here and let me go back. Players was a bop. I think it's time for people to let go of this Chris Brown hate train. Time to move on. It's been decades, but I mean, shit. Wasn't he in a? He's in a new situation every year. He's in an annual beef every year. Girl, please, you could have honored. You should be honored to have ever breathed the same. Okay, I already read that. I don't know why I refreshed that one. Okay, I'm back to where I started. It looks like. A lot of MFs like to use Chris Brown to trend. I've noticed. How we putting Chris Brown and R. Kelly in the same sentence, anyways? Wow. Maybe because she worked with the both of them, and the interviewer asked those questions. He's the one who brought them up. This is what I'm talking about. Like, people take what you say and spin it. I don't even know if I would ever even want to be a celebrity, because people take whatever you say and they twist it and they flip it. Like, it's just so crazy. Like, I'm literally witnessing this. LOL, this girl is a whole liar. She was on IG Live back in 2017, but Chris Brown album. I mean, that doesn't mean she can't be a fan. She just probably wanted that song to be by herself. Artists do that all the time. Who is she? Tinashe now, SDFU. Chris is too big for you. Okay, it's people that don't even know who she is that's giving comments. And off of that right there, that should be enough for me to not to really acknowledge too much of it. I just feel like y'all giving a lot. Y'all don't even really know the full story. Y'all are taking stuff out of context and y'all are moving on with it because y'all, for whatever reason, like, I don't understand. Just because you're not familiar with somebody, like, it's not fair. She just put out a new album and a lot of people don't even know that she put out a new album, and they're already just going ahead and shaming and saying whatever they want to say. I mean, that's the internet. It is what it is. I'm going to put this screen up. Okay, that looks crystal clear. It's just this red and this logo at the top that I worked hard making. It's inverted. I don't know why. It's a dark, deep red. It's supposed to be glowing. Like, I don't know why that looks like that. I'm going to have to make a new everything, honestly. But, hey. So, that's my little screen that I got up so nobody can see my little privacy screen. Anybody going to be in my business because it's my personal Twitters also. But I'm about to go and play Lovely T's videos. Now, let me undo it. I'm going to play this. I'm going to take a chance on life and love and play this. Hopefully Lovely T ain't going to flag me. But this is the old beef that she had. Now, this is like 7 minutes long. We're going to get the most we can out of this, and then I'm going to move on to the other topic. I ain't going to spend too long on the Cardi B husband, Offset, and Off the Cheat, and all of them. I'm not going to do too much on that one. I'm just going to go over it real quick. I don't really even want to play the old videos because it's too much for me. But we're going to go ahead and explain that situation. I'm going to give my comment on it, and then we're going to head the fuck out. I guess this was her old intro.
Hey, you guys, it's your girl T. So I want to come on here and talk about the whole Chris Brown situation, honey. Make sure you guys have your teacups ready because this tea is what? Piping hot. How you doing? So anyway, so what's going down is that basically this all takes place a few weeks ago, okay? Now, you guys all remember when Kalani was going through everything and she was saying that she was going to kill herself because she was getting drugged about the whole Kyrie Irving situation. And then we all know that Kyrie Irving and Chris Brown are like best friends. They're always together. So Chris Brown wanted to have Kyrie Irving back and basically called Kalani a liar. And he was saying that, you know, she did not attempt suicide. How do you attempt suicide? And basically kind of went in on her. And so when his tweets went viral, a lot of folks were really upset with Chris Brown. Zendaya unfollowed him. Some of the girls from Fifth Harmony unfollowed him. And so did Tinashe. So they all unfollowed him. Chris Brown would not have known anything about him being unfollowed had his fans had Team Breezy not instigated, okay? So one Twitter user added Chris Brown and let him know that these girls had unfollowed him. So then Chris Brown went off on a Twitter rant and basically started going off on Zendaya and Tinashe, and then Team Breezy started trolling them. And Zendaya had to kind of clap back, and it was just a whole bunch of mess, okay?
Team Breezy, don't go ham on these little girls. Notice that I'm the only one asking to be on. I'm not the only one asking to be on anyone's records. This is them thinking that they're standing on something. I'm not in a group, nor will I be concerned this much about with an opinion. I've ran through the mud and took it like a man. I don't care if the celebrities don't like it, what it is. They don't like me anyway because they have to be for a second, be second. You don't open the door for me, I'll kick it down. So Team Breezy, let's not be petty with these children. There's a difference between career and life. Y'all are mad or made into figures. I was born Chris Brown. Okay, whatever. Chris Brown has more. Okay, I'm just gonna let it play. Y'all pause it and do what y'all do.
So that situation had died down, but now Tinashe is doing an interview with Shay Diddy, and she's basically asked what she thought about the whole Chris Brown situation. This is what Tinashe had to say about the entire situation. Check this out.
Now, speaking of just recent things and drama, whatnot, are you and Chris Brown friends?
We are. Well, we were. Yeah, we are. Yeah.
She's like, yeah, we are. Because
friends, like,
because you guys have worked together.
The loose sense of what you would consider friends,
at least associates.
Yeah,
you speak when you see each other, whatever, whatnot.
Yeah.
So when people assume that those are tweets were about you and my girl Zendaya.
Yeah.
When he was just like, F it, you need me, blah, 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 blah. Like, what was your reaction to that?
I just kind of laughed it off.
Really?
I felt like it was just so unnecessary. And I was just like, what? Whatever.
I don't feel like you're the type of person that vents anything on Twitter or just takes to social media. Like, you just...
No. Why? That's just so unnecessary.
So did you ever call him or just like, yo, what's going on?
No.
No?
No, it's not even worth it. It's not a big deal to me. Like, I don't think that follows on Twitter are like a big deal. So.
Yeah. Well,
that's just me. If I see him, I would love to speak to him. I would love if he would reach out. I have absolutely nothing against him. So,
of course,
we're on good terms. As far as I knew. So, yeah.
All right, so you guys just saw what she had to say. So once her interview went viral, Chris Brown went off on social media, called her an ugly hobbit, started going off on her. This whole situation is a hot damn mess.
Tinashe responds to Chris Brown's comments after she defended Kalani. Okay. I hope she talked about her career for most of this interview. Who is Shay? Tinashe. He is so sassy. He is so sassy. He be beefing with these women and like he in competition with these women. It's just so crazy. Like, why are you as a grown-ass man that's pushing 40 beefing with a young girl? Like, I don't understand. I hope they rehearsing for those performances. Power 106 charity basketball game #Shame Show. Give her credit though. 16-year-old hobbit face as we want music. We want music. We want music. Teach them how to jerk face ass. Okay. His comebacks are so lame. He is so he's sassy. Okay, he got more. I have no filter, nor do I care to turn it down when people drop my name in something. Don't want to see it, simply exit out of your device. Okay, maybe that's why she unfollowed you, girl. I won't pull the cover over your eyes and be politically correct. That's not me, hate it or love it. When I turn my phone off, no one matters. I'm living in Team Breezy. Ain't a fan club of incest insane people. We are international. Okay, he's a narcissist. A lot of these celebrities are narcissists, honestly. That's why they all beefing with each other, honestly. Not Tinashe. She do her music, she go home.
So a few people want to know my opinions on this. Chris Brown is saying that all these women needed his help. They all needed him to, get their foot in the game and all this other stuff. But it's funny that all of a sudden he's calling her an ugly face hobbit, but she wasn't ugly when you were in her music video all up in her face and dancing with her and everything. And you guys seem to have really good chemistry on set. And how do I know that? Because one of my peoples was the videographer on that set that day, and they're the ones who filmed that whole dance sequence with Chris Brown and Tinashe. And they even said that their chemistry was on point. You know, they had a really good time filming them. So I just find it really, really sad that Chris Brown will go in on her looks and try and talk about her when she was asked a question and she really didn't even diss him. You know what I'm saying? She just stated her opinion. The thing is,
that's literally, thank you, Lovely T. That's literally a repeat of what's going on. This is in 2016. That was 7 years ago. And here we are again. Here we are again. Thank you, girl. See, I'm with you when you're right.
This woman did not do anything to him. She unfollowed him, okay? And she has every right to follow or unfollow anyone that she chooses. The same thing like I said in my LeBron James video when he unfollowed the Cleveland Cavaliers. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he has a right to follow them or unfollow them. I don't understand where people get in their feelings. Chris Brown has millions of people following him, but you're mad because 4 people decide to unfollow you. It should not be that big a deal. If you're not pressed, then why are you going in on them? Why are you trolling them? Why are your fans trolling them? Chris Brown is continuously allowing his fans to gas his head up when he needs to be focused on the big picture, which is raising his daughter and focusing on his music career. He should not have let any of that petty stuff get to him. I find it funny how people always say that people are entitled to their opinion, but people are only entitled to their opinion if you agree with that opinion. The second that they say something that you don't agree with, all of a sudden they're hobbits, they're ugly, they're not shit. You know, I just found that really disheartening that he would go in on her for simply stating her opinion, especially since he's over here stating his opinion about the entire situation. So let me get this right. It's only okay for Chris Brown to state his opinion, to say how he feels. But then when other people say that, you know what, I don't agree with your opinions, I'm going to unfollow you. Now he's upset. Now he's in his feelings. That just doesn't make any sense. At the end of the day, she has a right to follow or unfollow anybody that she wants to. And she has a right to respond to how Chris Brown basically berated her and Zendaya on social media. And I think some of his fans need to calm down and be constantly instigating and constantly getting this man riled up over the pettiest stuff. You know, I just want Chris Brown to focus on the music, make good music, continue to make us sing and dance. You know what I mean? Leave people alone. Stop harassing folks for something as petty as them not following you on social media. So anyways, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment.
Thank you. Thank you so much, honey. Lovely T, I swear, she does what she needs to do. Like, she's been spitting facts for years now. And I just love whenever she comes out and she cleared the room, she cleared the air. And it was necessary to do. Like she really, I'm glad that all that she said just now literally applies to this situation. So basically what he did was, and I'm gonna go to it. I'm gonna have to go to that. This Destiny's Child performance so good. Now we doing platinum and y'all can't take it. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that because, bitch, that was my album, bitch. Writings on the Wall. But yeah, I think it was on No Jumper. I'm gonna search No Jumper real quick. But No Jumper, they're messy. They posted like half of it and had it to where it didn't play the whole story. And I'm gonna play the let me go ahead and share it right now so y'all can see. And shout out to people that's catching the playback. If anybody cared to, please subscribe. My Twitter is at the bottom. And we're going to get into this gig. We're going to try to find the... Okay, we're going to get in that later. Okay, this is it. He commented on it. Who is calling me? Oh, it's an alarm. Let me turn my alarms off because, bitch, I'm going to have to turn my alarms off because, bitch, I'll set, I don't know if anybody else does this, but I'll set an alarm at 6 o'clock. Then I'll set another alarm at 6:15. Then I'll set another alarm at 6:20. And then I'll set my last alarm at like 6:30. 6:30 is the bitch. That's the one that you need to wake the fuck up for real. So he commented at the bottom, name 5 Tinashe songs or die. Everybody dead. And he got a lot of engagement for that. And then, you know, his fans is down there gassing him up and stuff. So somebody else said they both know, or they both already did what they did before you made the song with them. You knew what you were doing. Don't play victim now that you benefited from it. She didn't want to do the song with them. That's the whole thing. Like, why can't y'all, Lord Jesus? Nobody ever heard her song with R. Kelly. He did that out of love. Girl, you think Tinashe just begged? She did not want to be on that song either. Her label did that. That's why I'm glad she's independent now. I hope she's still independent. I think I heard that she made she signed some type of deal recently, but somebody said the best song she ever did was with Chris Brown. You don't listen to Tinashe. Oh, I should report that comment. That was accident. Girl, she has plenty of good songs, like way million times better than that song with Chris Brown. That Chris Brown song, that song could have honestly been shopped to somebody else. That doesn't even really feel like that didn't need to have anybody on it, just like she said. Like Chris Brown, he gave what he gave, but honestly, I didn't care about him being on it. I'm sorry, but really, I'm really asking, who the fuck is she? Girl, who the fuck are you? They should be embarrassed to work with her. Okay, yeah, these people are just hating. This is literally just Chris Brown's fan base that's just saying whatever. So let's just move on, because I think it's still up here. I don't even know if I even want to follow their story or their page or anything like that, because I'm sorry, but can I get gay for a second? Offset's body is T. Okay, look at that. He not super cut to where like, damn, you could touch his body and it'll cut your face, but he's just thick but cut. Like, he just got a nice body. Like, oh my god. If like this is, besides Cardi B or nothing like that, bitch, he ain't Cardi B. He might got kissed her. Bitch, they break up, bitch, that man is mine. Okay. I will take Offset off your hands. Like, bro, that body is T right here. He looks delicious and nutritious. All right. So this is just comments, but Offset right though. Basically, this all started after the VMAs. Like, I honestly feel like, let me go to off on site. I'm gonna say off site, Lord Jesus. I don't want them to see this and think I'm dissing them. I'm gonna go to on site. I just clicked it. What happened? It's on site. Yeah. They probably gonna clear it up a little bit more better. Basically, in a nutshell, Kenneth Petty, Nicki Minaj's husband, they were his goons or his people. Oh, I thought that was J. Cole for a second. Ayana, the new black girl, the obsessed over. Girl, I'm getting sidetracked with other stuff. Okay, Doja Cat. Look, let's just go to Twitter. We gonna see, they just distracted me. It's the way they got this stuff set up. It's just really mad distracting. That shit was distracting, child. We're gonna go here. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I am a fucking dunce. Like, for real. Okay, Kenneth Petty. Okay, so these are the videos. So somebody, okay, look like a Cardi B fan. I am going to use them. They got 14 likes on this. Goodness. They said, so Kenneth Petty and his slow friends went outside on an empty street at 4 a.m. to go live and threaten Offset. This is who y'all queen of rap is married to, a washed, broke, 45-year-old sexual predator and gang member. Kenneth needs that ankle monitor back on. Okay.
Offset, where you at? That's it. Gotta spend that shit. I'm niggas out. Like,
basically, all I wanted to say was, okay, a lot of people, because Offset replied, getting off of a jet, calling them broke, and he has the same insults. Like, he insults and he reads like a fucking child. Like, oh, y'all are broke, and oh, you're the police and stuff like that. He did that with Chris Brown whenever he was trying to link up with him. And whenever Chris Brown was really about the action and trying to link up, he just was stalling and saying, oh, you police, nigga. That's just your cop out to not show up and not meet up with the nigga and get your ones in. That's what that was about. And he did that, and then people were in the comments like, oh, well, one's getting off of a private jet and the other one's tinning their trash cans. and stuff like that. I'm like, okay. My thing is, I would be more worried about the nigga that's standing near trash cans with his goons and stuff like that. Like we all know, like people who don't know, and the people who do know, bitch, Nicki husband, he known out there, and he got some. He has some pull. Okay, them niggas don't got nothing to lose. So like. I would tread carefully, honestly. Like y'all think stuff is a joke and think stuff is a gang. Okay, like how did Offset die or take on? Like y'all, you trying to be the next one to go? I'm just saying, like these people ain't just talking out the side of their neck. So me personally, and this has nothing to do with me being biased because I'm a barber or anything like that. It's just real life. It's real shit. This nigga used to break dance and be a dancer and was high school and all that, and he became a celebrity rapper. He's never been in any gang ties. These is real thugs. They got a rap sheet, they got a criminal record, and they ain't got shit else to lose. And bitch, they just ready to go ahead and improve themselves. They don't care. So while y'all sitting out here thinking that y'all too cool for school and y'all all prissy and stuff, all right, okay.
About, man. Talk, man. Let's talk out here.
Why do you sound like he throwing up? What the fuck?
Pussy ass nigga. Y'all think y'all playing? Sturdy nigga.
All the way. Sturdy. All the way. Sturdy, nigga. Stupid nigga. Sturdy. Check the serial number. The sturdy.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Fuck y'all niggas talking about. All the way. Ain't nobody
dummy.
Yeah. Around, nigga.
And the money right. The money right. The money right, nigga. What you talking about? Stupid.
That's them? Oh, no, that ain't them. That ain't them.
Spin, nigga.
You know that. And we out here. How long y'all want to be on us with us for us? How long y'all want to stay here, man?
Until y'all niggas come.
Hold on. How we add them niggas on there, man? We gonna tell them niggas, man. Hey, man.
Hold on. Let me play the next one while I sit here and look for the next video I'm gonna play.
Brooklyn hoodie on. So they don't know where I'm from. They know where I'm from, though.
They know.
I can't act like I don't. Big Queens, nigga.
Sturdy, nigga. What's poppin'?
What's poppin'?
What's poppin'? Fucking money, man. What's up?
Yeah.
What's that, man?
Yeah.
Huh?
You don't know niggas. They said you don't know niggas.
Big Zoo.
We're at vacation.
Yeah.
You're planning your funeral, pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the way to the street, nigga. Everything, nigga. Let's play. What's up?
We'll meet you there, nigga.
Let's get it.
Let us meet you there, nigga.
That's legendary. That's the starting.
Okay. I hate to steal content, but she's good at explaining this stuff better than me. And plus she has clips and stuff. So I'm going to have to jack, Lovely T shit again. But I'm going to do this screen thing to be safe. And we're going to wrap this up. Because she actually has the clip of like him saying, oh, well, yeah, Offset hopped in my DM. What the fuck you hopping in this nigga DM for? That's all I'm saying. So I'm going to share this. And if you're watching, leave a comment. If you made it this far, you rocked out with me or whatever, subscribe, give your comment. Bam, thank you, ma'am. It's about time for me to take my ass to bed.
Thank y'all for the wonderful feedback. I had a good time. None of that stuff is personal. I've been doing outfit reviews now for like the past year or two. People like my outfit reviews because I watched the whole show and I enjoyed it. Nick said it was a good show. Not only they league, these bitches hit the stage with Red Ruby. Don't do that line, but she did. Twitter was lit. The VMAs backstage of stuff, and his homeboys, they were taking pictures on the, the red carpet and all this stuff. And people had a lot of things to say about them being on the red carpet, particularly DJ Academics. Y'all go ahead and check this out.
Oh yeah, and Fat Hamster, the one that be tooting and footing and farting in that gamer chair, the fat motherfucking hamster, the nigga from Kim Possible that sends Kim Possible out to all her missions and stuff. He also was saying that all of them niggas look like they were 40. But it's okay because Lovely T roasted that ass for me anyway.
I remember looking at his picture and saying, everybody in this picture look 40. Like, I ain't gonna lie. That was just the only thing that was just funny to me. I'm like, wait, everybody in this picture is like 40. Like, these niggas need to go get a colonoscopy or some shit like that. Gotta get your colon checked, my nigga, for colon cancer. Fuck is y'all in the VMAs trying to beat people up? What's going on?
Okay, but Stardy, he can get it. Stardy is the one right here. He fine. Okay. Nicki husband could get it too. We ain't gonna act like he can't get it. But all these other motherfuckers, these big niggas, you know, we don't know who they know and what they got going on. This ain't all of them. Trust and believe, this is not all of them. But hold
on.
Go back to hamster.
Yo, gooning gotta have a limit to it, bro. Like, the gooning gotta have a limit, bro. Like, the gooning, like, we gotta have a limit to gooning, bro.
All right, so you guys just heard what DJ Academics had to say. Now I'm gonna say this. I love how people who are not much younger love to age shame. Even if they're 40, my dude, are you 21 or are you closer to 40 than you are 20? You know, everybody on social media let it act like they're 21 when they're damn near grown too. You better hope you make it to 40 and that, you know, your liver's intact and everything else from all that drinking you be doing on live, sir, okay? It's a blessing to be 40. I get tired of the age shaming because a lot of y'all be in y'all's 20s and y'all look like y'all done had a 40-year-old life by the face and body, okay? So he could have said, you know, they're a bit too grown to be trying to look tough, but you know, all the extra stuff about colonoscopies and people being 40s when you're not much younger than them is very interesting. But anyways, so that picture went viral. But then there was a video that also went viral, and Kenneth Petty's homeboy, his name is Only the Sturdy. He was basically adding Cardi B, and he says this: "Ask I am Cardi B why she mad. Big queens in the building. We just different on this side. Real sturdy, diehard shit." Then he ends up messaging her again. And he says, "I am Cardi B. We ain't your average queens niggas. Big dog shit. At Only Sturdy." And then they end up posting this video where they're kind of sending veil threats to Offset. So y'all go ahead and check this out.
No, it's sharp, nigga. Sturdiest, nigga. Big queen. Biggest queen, nigga.
So we see Kenneth Petty say, you know, don't act stupid. He does the wink. He does a little, you know, pow pow salute. And so that was going viral on social media the day after the VMAs. Cardi B took to Instagram and she basically said, "We ain't even flinch." And a lot of people didn't know what she was talking about, but she was, you know, responding to Sturdy and Zoo. And then during her live on, I think, Twitter, she said this. So y'all go ahead and check this out. Told you I bought receipts, child. Check it out.
First thing first, I'm gonna let y'all know this. My nigga handles shit quietly. My nigga handles shit quietly. That's one. Second of all, I be everywhere comfortably. And that's it.
So y'all heard Cardi B basically admitting that, you know, her nigga Offset is handling stuff quietly. She's saying they didn't flinch. But a lot of people jumped into her comments and were like, well, you didn't flinch because you ran, or y'all were there. Y'all didn't even stay. So, you know, social media was low-key dragging her. And then the fact that they had a lot of security around them. And then there was another picture that went viral of Little Uzi Vert just, you know, standing in the middle of New York City. No security, I guess, in sight. I don't know. So people were, you know, comparing Offset and Cardi to Uzi.
That bitch had a lot of security. That bitch was surrounded by security.
And saying, you know, they talk tough, but they're not really about that life, child. Twitter has been a mess for days. I just been sipping and getting full, honey. So I'm here to, you know, refill y'all's cup. So that's what a lot of folks were saying about the situation. And then today we wake up and all hell done broke loose, child. Sturdy ends up posting video of Kenneth Zoo Petty and the crew, and they're basically going at Offset. You know, they definitely feel away. They're upset. They're mad. So I want y'all to go ahead and watch these videos, and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
Offset, where you at? That's it. Gotta spin that shit. Them niggas out, nigga. Go Kanye, nigga. No, it's up, man. No, it's up, yeah. We outside. Big Zoo outside, nigga. Big Queens, right? Yeah.
Drop your low now, nigga. Drop your low now, nigga.
You got them niggas, all settled niggas.
Girl, my mic was off. But I was saying that I remember whenever Cardi B linked up with Malibu Midge, and you know, she went out to a street to look just like this to link up with her. I remember she was linking up to fight fans. But it's funny how a lot of fans of hers and other people would act as if that never happened. So, you know, even her at her big age, she's too old to be linking up and fighting fans because she didn't like what they said online.
Because them niggas acting like niggas DM me. Yo, where you at? Where you at? Yeah.
We outside. We run this city, nigga. Don't let these niggas fool you. We run this city, nigga.
You see the addresses on the buildings, nigga. You see the plates on the cars, nigga. Man, what's going on?
Where is the trash can that they're saying that they're standing next to? I'm confused. I really thought that they were standing next to a trash can, but I don't see that, I guess. And I do think that this is unnecessary. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, okay, this nigga just grunting and grinning and oh, gotta take a shit. Oh, okay, we get it. But at the same time, I do understand also what academics is saying, even though I don't like him and he's biased. But hell, we all are pretty much. Even Lovely to herself, she's biased. She's Barty gang, but she keeps it fair when it comes down to situations like this. That's why I give her respect. Armand, he's biased, but he keeps it fair every blue moon. Like he's like a clock that's right twice a day. That's broke. But not calling him broke. For somebody to take my words and change it, honey. I'm pretty sure he got more coin than me right now. I'm just getting started, honey. But yeah, like I just feel like, what was that noise? You know, let me play this video so we can be done.
Sturdy, nigga.
Okay, he keeps running. Let's just get past it. I wanted to hear her commentary on it.
I agree, you know, this video, but I don't know if you caught this because a lot of people are saying, you know, they're too old to be doing this. This is BS. This is, you know, trash behavior. And I agree, you know, they are definitely too grown at their big ages to be on the block, you know, yay, come see me. But I don't know if y'all peeped. Sturdy said that Offset DM'd them first. You go ahead and run that back.
We outside.
Somebody tell Offset, because Offset DM me. He DM me.
Oh, man.
Nigga DM Cuckoo.
He off the set.
That whole gang can suck a dick.
Nigga, he off the set. Don't make us put you off the set, nigga.
What you talking about? I had you scared, boy.
Niggas off the
North,
set.
I had you scared, boy. A lot of y'all niggas, man. I'm telling you, wasn't
Y'all
like
niggas
that
checking in at all.
Keep believing in these niggas.
Legendary.
Keep believing in these pussy ass
Y'all
niggas.
niggas checking in.
This is pussy, man.
Wow.
Wow, man.
Niggas been right here for man long, though. They say we dumb. We all dumb.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
We off this, man. Time for them clown ass.
All right, so you guys heard them say Offset slid in my DMs first. Offset said something to us first. And so it looks like Offset was doing something, and that is them responding to Offset. And even Cardi B said that her man handles stuff, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes on the low. I'm inclined to believe them because this is Offset's MO. This is not the first time that Offset has slid into people's DMs. If you guys remember 2 years ago when Shira Ali was beefing with Cardi, Offset ended up sliding into her DMs and they went back and forth, and Ra Ali ended up posting this. This was last year. So Offset says, "You better be safe, ho. I'ma catch your ass." And then Ra Ali says, "You just seen me at the VMAs and you ain't do shit, pussy." Offset replies and says, "No reason to. I'ma mind my business. Leave me alone, brah. I'm a man, do lady business." And then she says, "Nigga, suck a dick." And then Offset says, "Okay, tough guy." Again, Offset slid into her DMs first. And then when she replied back, he, all of a sudden, "Leave me alone." But you ran to her DMs. Okay. Anyways. And then Akbar V a while back had accused Offset of calling her. Remember, that's when Nicki Minaj had that super freaky girl song and she did the Queen mix and it had all the girls on there. JT, Bia, Katie Got Bands, Akbar, and Malibu Mitch. And they were all going back and forth with Cardi around that time. So Akbar came out and basically...
Let me add a little bit of context. Cardi B was throwing shade and they called her ass the fuck out after they did that song. Y'all always talk about Nicki being bitter. Let her come out with a big ass song, bitch. If Nicki had like 3 number ones before the year is out, bitch, Cardi B is going to be throwing shade. Y'all sit here and act like Nicki Minaj is the only bitch that be throwing shade. Girl, boom.
Basically said that Offset had called her because Akbar and Cardi had gotten into it. So Akbar says, "Offset calling, talking about you shouldn't have put me in it, nigga. All I gotta do is make one call, 3 letters, 4PF. You gonna shit yourself like you did behind the compound." Now, for y'all who don't know, 4PF is Lil Baby's crew. It was rumored back, a few years ago they had got into it and, jumped Offset or whatever. So that's what she was bringing up back in 2022. Offset replied back to her and says, "Police ass hoe, I ain't call you. And if any nigga play with me, get blitz, axe around." Okay. So Offset has had a history of, jumping into DMs. And even if we don't believe Akbar, remember the whole situation that went down in 2019 with Chris Brown and Offset. Chris Brown had posted a meme of 21 Savage when he got into it with some stuff with, Ice. And so Offset was not feeling the meme because Offset and them are really cool with 21 Savage. And so they went back and forth on social media. Chris Brown was like mad. He told Offset to suck his peen. So basically, when Chris Brown posted the meme, Offset said, "Memes ain't funny, lame." And Chris Brown says, "F you, little boy, better worry about what you gonna do and focus on you. I don't cap on IG. This cap on IG is what's lame. Your energy weren't like that when you came to the Drake show in LA. If you don't get your hip hop hibit to the hip hop, you don't stop rocking. Face out my comments, sensitive ass nigga. Call me personally. You want some clout when all you gotta do is pull up. No cameras, no flexing at all. You a real man, fight me. And on another thing, suck my dick." Okay, so they went back and forth. He posted memes about Offset. And then Chris Brown posted DMs of Offset sliding into his DMs. And Chris Brown, was like, "Well, we can fight it out." So I'm going to go ahead and show you this here really quick. Offset hits him up and says, "Where you at?" Chris Brown says, "I'm in LA. I'll be home at 4. Like I said before, I ain't with all that. You can run me my fade today, no cap." Offset says, "Addy." Chris Brown says, "Police ass nigga, you know where I stay. Google Maps. My address ain't no secret. Spot, I'll be there at 4. Offset calls him the police. Chris Brown basically shows this on social media and says this nigga is scary. And they go back and forth for a while. Then Chris Brown ends up sending him the address and says, "My address, please pull up. I pray you come." Offset then calls him 12. And then Chris Brown says, "Boy, run my fade. Stop acting pussy." And then it ends when Offset basically says something to the effect like, "You ain't never been known for fighting dudes. All you do is put hands on women," referring to the whole Chris Brown and Rihanna situation.
I'm here for them roasting each other like that because it's true.
So I am very inclined to believe this dude's sturdy, that Offset did say something to them first and slid in his DMs, especially being that Cardi B basically co-signed it by saying that, Offset was handling stuff behind the scenes. So now this morning, Offset has decided to respond back to them by basically calling them broke and hopping off of a jet. So y'all go ahead and check this out.
What's your name? I'm getting out the jet. You know, these niggas talking about. What are these niggas talking about? These niggas broke. We up and off jets, bitch. Y'all niggas got there. Y'all niggas.
All right, so you guys just saw Offset's
We up and off jets. You nigga broke.
response. It is getting even messier. I swear, every time I refresh my damn Twitter timeline, it is more mess. I've been trying to edit this video for like the past 2 hours, but more stuff just keeps coming out. So now more receipts are being pulled. And so basically they are showing that Offset was in his DM. And it looks like Offset jumped in their DMs after they were, you know, talking mess about Cardi online. Because after Cardi B wrote, "We didn't even flinch," then they go on to write this, talking about you ain't flinch, you already exposed your hand, sound like you mother effers is nervous. So that was their response to Cardi. And then Offset jumped into their DMs and he said this, "Where you located? You niggas is pussy, speaking on female business, talking crazy, broke ass, don't got no money for war." So now that's been posted as well. Now, also what's trending. Now earlier, I told y'all what was trending. Well, what's currently trending now is Cardi and Offset, Nicki Minaj, and your BD is a 0, okay? That diss that I've been talking about in Bongos that so many people miss. My baby daddy, amigo. Your baby daddy, a 0, okay? That was the diss towards Nicki, and now that is trending all over social media, and folks are dragging Kenny and crew, okay? So Nicki Minaj has decided to respond. And
Lord Jesus. Hey, Lux. Hello? Lux, you there? Oh my God, this bitch was here the whole time and I didn't even know it. Let me message him. What is going on? Hello? Lux. Is my mic on? Hello? Okay, well, I'm just gonna finish the video. He just chilling.
And here is Nicki Minaj's response right here. Child, oh my gosh, the mess, honey. Social media is keeping me fed this afternoon, child. Big difference between me and you. I ain't nothing like you or you. So this entire situation is just messy as hell. And I think at this point, everybody, I don't care if you're in your 20s, 30s, or 40s, everybody's too grown for this mess. I think both of these men are making both their brands look bad. This whole back and forth, them jumping into DMs, all of this beefing and throwing subs. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's just
Can you hear me?
You know, the VMAs were supposed to be a good time. Did I expect Cardi B?
No, I had myself muted. I don't know what the hell was going on.
Okay, everybody who will be seeing the playback, this is Lux the Icon. He's a dear friend of mine from Twitter. He's a fellow Tinashe fan like me, and he's also a barb. So we got a double whammy over here. Now, I made this video because I didn't like how people were going on and they were saying how they were basically giving their opinions about Tinashe and the whole situation with Chris Brown. But I don't even think they, or even Chris Brown himself, even knows the full story.
They don't.
Basically, yeah, and they were running along with it, and I don't like that. Like, let me turn this music down. I don't like how they were basically dogpiling her. You know, if you don't know her music,
it was by design.
Yeah, and then you have No Jumper who's posting half of the story. Mm-hmm. You have and this platform. Misquoting it. I don't like that. That was the whole purpose of me making this live, because if you're going to tell the story, tell the whole full thing. I showed the whole interview. She said that she regrets working with R. Kelly. She didn't say she regret working with Chris Brown. She said that she didn't plan on working with Chris Brown. She wanted to put that song out as a solo single. She didn't think anybody else needed to be on it, but
not even that. I think she would have said the same thing if it was someone else. Because if you listen to what she's saying, this is why I say critical thinking and like comprehension is really a lost art form, because it really goes anywhere with y'all. Like y'all hear something and it goes so extreme. Like I think what she was saying was, if you guys were gonna put somebody on this song, if you're telling me that he has a lot of, push on rhythmic radio, if he has a lot of support on rhythmic radio, if this is supposed to be a pop song, why would you put a rhythmic artist on it? Someone like, yes, we know Chris Brown can do pop, we know that. But what they told her was, you need support on rhythmic radio. So we're going to put someone who has a big, rhythmic radio, like he has like rhythmic radio power. So, but my thing is that doesn't make sense. If you want to push this as a pop song, right? Which Player is a pop song. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That is a pop song. Especially me personally, I love Tinashe down, but I knew for a fact that there was a plan when she released that. After Aquarius, Player was nowhere near what I thought her leading single after those songs would be like for Joyride. She was deep in her R&B bag, so you could tell
the Joyride rollout was so nasty, girl.
That was originally the Joyride rollout. That song Player was originally it. But I remember not liking it on my initial listen because I knew what was going on. They were trying to change her sound.
They were. Like, you could tell that wasn't her sound.
No, nowhere near it. Nothing like anything from her mixtapes or her debut album, which is what I fell in love with her for. But I stuck, I stayed on the ride. So they decided.
You also got to break it down for these people that don't listen to Tinashe, because there's a lot of people talking out the side of their neck and they don't know the full story. They don't know how she is as an artist. I said this earlier. I was like, she was signed to a label. They're making her put out all these different songs and they were adding people. That happens to artists all the time.
Not only that, but I don't know. People don't even really know the extent of how much no control she didn't have. Like, to the point where her debut album cover, the original one, she did not want that. And she details a story about how she cried in a car because they didn't want her cover that she wanted. The cover on the back of the CD was the cover she wanted on the front, but they put it in the back. And I remember that. To the point where after she left the label, I don't know how, but she was able to change it to what she wanted it to be. She was able to change the cover of her debut album cover. She had I wouldn't even say, she had zero control over anything. This bitch still don't even got control over mixtapes, and she wasn't even signed when she made them shits. She wasn't signed to that label.
She said something about that recently.
She spoke about that plenty of times. She doesn't even own the rights to her mixtapes that she made before she even came across RCA. She doesn't own any of that shit. So you mean to tell me y'all can't fathom that someone who still in 2023, who doesn't own the rights to her own mixtapes that she wrote, recorded, and produced in her bedroom before she even got signed, had control over who the fuck went on a song? That's what she's saying. Y'all don't think. Y'all just be lashing out. Y'all be angry because, sister hers name. Like, y'all gotta stop being so fucking sensitive. Like, I'm sorry if I'm cursing.
It's his fans, honestly, and
they're rabid, like they're barbaric. It's not that deep.
And they talk about other fan bases, but it's like Chris Brown has a fan base too. The Breezy, whatever they are, but they're up here in the comments. I wish he was here earlier when I was debunking everything, because this would have been a whole thing. I should have just waited until you replied to do this, but I was like, nah, I'm just going to go ahead and say my piece. But I was going onto the comments, and there were a lot of different comments that were saying, she should be happy to even breathe the same air as R. Kelly. She should be happy to breathe the same air as Chris Brown. Chris Brown probably didn't want to do a song with you. It was a video of Lovely T because they clashed 6-7 years ago. And he called her a hobbit face and stuff because Fifth Harmony and Kalani, they all unfollowed him. And
what happened was, I don't know if you remember. Do you remember the whole Kalani and Party Next Door thing? See, I remember shit like it was yesterday. I've been a fan. I've been on the front line since 2014. Kalani went through like the little suicide thing after the whole like Party Next Door thing, and here he comes. Nobody was even thinking about Chris Brown. He made a tweet like, "Oh, if she wanted to kill herself, she would have did it." So Zendaya unfollowed him. Like it was a very insensitive comment to make while she was still in the hospital from trying to kill herself. And he got unfollowed by Zendaya and Tinashe. He specifically called out Zendaya and Tinashe because he did songs with them, and he cursed them both out. People don't remember. I remember everything. Y'all try to sweep shit under the rug. Y'all be forgetting stuff. The comments and all of that. People be forgetting shit, but I remember everything. And ever since then, it's been this like weird tug of war where people think that Tinashe just doesn't like him. Which she doesn't. She doesn't.
And she cleared it up that she doesn't have an issue with him.
It's kind of like Azealia. You know how some people with Azealia, like me with Azealia, I take bits and pieces of Azealia here and there. From like when she's right, she's right. When she's wrong,
she's wrong. A broken clock.
Right, she's a broken clock. But I still bump to her music. So you'll see videos of Tinashe dancing to his music and shit because some people know how to.
Oh yeah, they were calling that out too, and. They were calling that out. They were calling that out too. They're like, she did a song. She did a No Guidance remix. Oh, she was on live.
Baby, if I know her, she probably did that because Drake was on it. She's a huge Drake fan, and her and Drake actually did music in the past, and they have a pretty cool relationship. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was because Drake. I don't think it had anything to do with him, but I do think she is she likes what she likes. She likes if a song is good to her, she's gonna dance to it. Like she don't have no like real quarrel with him. The problem always came from his fragile ego. That's really where it stems from. That man has a very fragile ego. He's very easily offended. My thing is him going out his way to be like, oh, all these people helped you with your career and you still didn't go anywhere and all this other shit and you're just so irrelevant and all this other shit. So then why the fuck do you give a fuck if she's saying she didn't want you on her song or not? Why would that matter?
Exactly.
It makes no sense.
It was not even that deep for him.
She didn't bash him. She was very
didn't. And then my thing is, they act like she just came out and just said in an interview, "Oh my God, they made me do a song with R. Kelly and Chris Brown, and I don't like them. They're predators." No, that messy ass white man. I don't even think he was being messy because he was doing his job. If you want to,
he was. But honestly, I was upset. I was upset that he brought that R. Kelly song up because I always knew about it, and I kind of was hoping and praying that nobody would ever find it. So when he brought it up, I was just like, "Oh my God, I just know this is gonna be like a shit storm is coming." But surprisingly, it's been kind of like giving her a lot of exposure. Like they was talking about her on the Breakfast Club. These are spaces she hasn't really been.
Now, what did they say? What did they say on the Breakfast Club? Because I don't watch them hoes no more.
Well, it could have been worse. They didn't like roast her or nothing. As a matter of fact, I think in the end, Charlemagne complimented, my favorite Tinashe song is All My Friends with her and Chance the Rapper, which is really one of her top stream songs on Spotify right now. I think it's right under 2 on. But yeah, like just hilarious. The only thing she said was like, I don't get it because, Chris Brown does pop, but, they didn't really get it. She wasn't saying that he's not pop. She was saying, if you're telling me, because I always, even back then, Player did get played on the radio, but it was always played on R&B, like rhythmic urban radio, and that never made sense to me back then. Why would you have this pop song playing on urban radio?
Because it's a black artist.
And no, when she said what she said, and I'm glad she spoke about it, because she spoke about it remember back in the day, she was like, "Oh, it was really the label, it wasn't me," or whatever. I'm glad she's touched on it in this interview because it gave context to when she said that. She wasn't saying that because like she thought he was like a bad artist or anything like that. I'm pretty sure if she had another song in mind that fit him, she would have did a collab with him, like, because I believe that she was saying at the time that she was a fan of his music, but for that particular song, she just didn't see it, especially if the label's coming to her like, oh, you need support from Rhythmic Radio. Okay, well, let's do a Rhythmic Radio song and put him on it. Why would you put him on a pop song and try to push a pop song on Rhythmic Radio? That makes no sense. Like, people are not using their brains, bro. They're not.
That's what happens when you got white people making decisions for black artists.
The first bitch I'm smacking, I'm gonna tell you this right now, King Neptune. The first bitch I'm smacking is Billboard, because I have a feeling that RCA is upset that Tinashe, since she's been independent for 5 years now, she's been exposing the fuck out of them throughout her entire independent career. And I feel like because she's starting to spark again, like, you know, Needs is rising on iTunes. She's doing and like really good numbers, and TikTok. She was on Forbes 30 under 30 last year. Like, she's been making her rounds, you know. And I feel like someone somewhere is not happy with that.
They're blackballing her.
Exactly. So they planted that article with a misquote. Like, oh, Billboard says, oh, Tinashe says she regrets working with R. Kelly and Chris Brown. And we're all like, wait, why would you word it like that when you know that's not what she said?
And they don't care to clear it up. And then I know they don't. The comments.
There was not even a community. You know how they usually do that, the community tab to like clear up what was actually said. There was no community tab or nothing.
Nobody even cared to do that. Like,
no,
it bothered.
And it just it took off like wildfire. Then you got No Jumper regurgitating that false headline, and it just kept spreading.
The only person I will give credit to, even though they basically just did their job, they just did their job right. I honestly don't think they give a fuck how it would have spun out. But they put the whole story there, and that's on site. That's where I got my tea from. That had the full video. Everybody else I was going to, because I was looking for the clip, and everywhere I would go, I would find the clip, but they'll only put parts and bits and pieces. They'll have it cut off to where she doesn't really actually go into too much depth on explaining why she said what she said and how.
You need the context.
It was missing context. So, you know, then on the comments, there was people, oh, you know, I don't care. Like, it's people saying sickening shit. It's like, oh, I don't care about their past and what they've done. People need to learn how to let that go. And, you know, you should be still blessed to be working with Chris Brown and R. Kelly, as if Chris Brown can't find a solo hit to save his life right now. As if, you know, he's not in a scandal every fucking year and isn't a repeat offender. Same with R. Kelly.
But I'm sorry. I'm not like, I have pictures. I took pictures with Chris Brown. Some of y'all need to like let go of the high school crush thing, because that's really what it be. A lot of y'all be just fantasizing about this nigga. That's the only reason why y'all go.
Even though he don't like black girls.
He don't like black girls. He beats on
he don't like
men. Like, it be so confusing to me when I see black gay men going up for him like they don't remember what happened with him and Frank Ocean, how he literally bullied the fuck out of Frank Ocean.
That's one that I missed. I was naming all.
Like, please, like, y'all see the bullshit, y'all turn a blind eye to it, because I don't know, y'all got this weird crush on this man. Y'all are masochists. I'm sorry, and it's sick. Y'all all need help. I'm sorry, his fan base needs help. They're very mentally deranged to me, because this was not even something that really warranted like such a nasty, violent like response. You know what I'm saying? It was a very hypersensitive response, like overreacting to me. Like, I can understand if that bitch went on there and was like, I think his music sucks, so like I hate that I ever did anything with, like, she didn't say none of that. And honestly, she's just blunt. She's an Aquarius. That bitch is blunt as fuck. She don't give a fuck. If that's how she felt, she would say it. That's not what it was. Like, girl, she literally was just detailed. She was asked a question by an interviewer. She gave an honest answer. And y'all just took one headline, one misleading headline, and y'all ran with it. Y'all didn't even bother watching the fucking video. Y'all didn't bother watching it.
And No Jumper didn't even post the video. He just posted
a picture.
Yes, that's what took
Like-
me out, and that's the post that Chris Brown commented on. And this isn't the first time that No Jumper has posted something and they didn't tell the full story and give good context. He did something, I'm pretty sure you should know this because the Barbs got on that ass. He did something recently, like last month, and he didn't post the full situation, and it had something to do with Nicki Minaj, and there was a lot of people that came in. I think he was speaking on her husband or something. But then Chris Brown commented, "Oh, you name 5 Tinashe songs by gunpoint? Oh, no, we're all dead." I'm like, you know how hard it was for me to name like 5 Chris Brown songs because all he does is the only songs that trend with him is featured songs. He's a featured artist now.
I may not be able to name 5 Chris Brown songs, but bitch, I can name 5 crimes that nigga has gotten in the past.
That's what I was saying.
4 years. So we can both play that childish ass game. And my thing with you is you're a grown ass fucking man. You're grown as fuck. You try to walk in the same fucking footsteps as a fucking Michael Jackson, you would fucking never. Usher would never. Usher would never.
You know what else it gives?
There's a certain level of cool when you're like, let's be real. Chris Brown is a vet in this game. I'm not gonna take nothing from him. He's talented. You know what I'm saying? And he's been here for years. Like, he's been here way longer than Tinashe, obviously. But there is a certain level of like cool that I feel like you have to have when you're walking, when you want to compare yourself to people, the likes of like Michael Jackson. There's a certain type of grace you must possess. Michael was a graceful person. He was very graceful. I will never look at you that way. You will never compare to somebody like that because of you. Your attitude sucks. It's disgusting. It's nasty. Like, I don't know, like people, that's why I'm really the shit starter was Billboard, because Billboard didn't even bother giving her album a review, but you ran to post that article. I'm telling you, somebody at RCA is not happy and they planted that story. It's giving very much organized attack because the song needs is rising, her album is rising on Spotify. Then she started, she had the controversy surrounding the dress, and then boom, they hit us with this story to try to derail the conversation from her music and, the dress and the fashion statement she was making and all of that, things that were positive. Like, I feel like those were positive things. Now they want to focus on the negative and bring back old shit and old traumatic experiences that she experienced on that label. And my thing with the interviewer, I don't like he was doing his job, but I don't like that because when I watched the full video, he spent quite a lot of time speaking on things that happened in the past when we could have highlighted a lot of the great things that happened, like her being on Forbes 30 under 30 last year, or her being Grammy accredited and contributing one of the greatest songs on Kaytranada's album that won a Grammy, like her getting respect from artists like Ariana, Beyonce, Rihanna, all of these big artists. Nicki. Like, there were so many things they could have talked about, but you wanted to fucking bring up R. Kelly and Chris Brown, some shit that she did when she was 20 years old and she had no fucking control over. Why are we even talking about the traumatic things that she went through on that label? Why? She's been independent for 5 fucking years. It's way more shit that she's done. She was on the cover, well, not the cover, but she was featured in Sports Illustrated, the only and first independent artist to be featured in Sports Illustrated alongside Megan Thee Stallion. Like, why are we not talking about those things?
Mm-hmm. And then, like, another thing that got me was the music talk. The naming 5 songs. Anybody that say they can't name at least 5 Tinashe songs, you're clearly not a fan and you don't need to be speaking on her discography and just writing her off. If you don't know her, you don't know her come up, like we were there from her from the beginning, like then everything that you're saying, all this haterade shit, is null and void, because I could name a lot of fucking songs. She's super fucking talented. She could dance her ass off. She has plenty of amazing songs. Like, only you and me and people like us can really tell, like, oh, we can tell the Joyride era and before that wasn't really her sound, because we remember the music from the mixtapes. We know how her sound is. In Case We Die, Blackwater, Reverie, Amethyst, we know that's her sound. So whenever she came out with Songs for You and 333, and she was back in her experimental bag, and it had
that was her. It was
that was her
difference. It was such a big difference from what they wanted her to do. Like, that's
exactly.
Crazy.
We remember the Flame debacle, all that. So yeah, like, so I just wanted to add that because, like, Chris Brown, like, we all know that there's a lot of talented people out there who don't get the push that they deserve. Even though she's light-skinned, I mean, I'm pretty sure she probably ruffled some feathers or something. She's definitely blackballed. She's independent now, but you know what? I'd rather her be independent. Like, if I was an artist, as long as I have my loyal, dedicated fan base who's supporting me and I'm making quality music for them to enjoy.
She's independent. She's independent while a lot of these people's faves, right? These people, they love these bitches and these niggas and all of that. These bitches and these niggas be in 360 deals. Not Chris Brown, because Chris, I think he owns his masters, so he's not in no 360 deal. But I just feel like using like charts and streams and all of that, it doesn't hold any. It don't move.
It's trivial.
It's not because a lot of the times these artists, half the bitches you see on the charts these days are using bots, payola, fucking radio payola, streaming farms. They're doing everything they can to place up there, and she don't have that. So it will never be y'all be sounding ridiculous trying to use that against her, when we know for a fact if she did have all of those, the machine that all of these bitches and these niggas be using, she would be eating all of y'all niggas the fuck up. Trust and believe that. Because if she's
so many songs that she came out with that I could hear on the radio, and I'm like, damn, this needs to be on the radio. Remember that song from 333
X?
No, that was a good song, but
Bouncing
Back to My Heart.
Oh, Undo. That would have been Undo.
That was my shit, bitch. That was my shit. I knew I could heard that on Pop. Like,
Undo definitely would have been huge on Pop radio.
Yes, that's
you realize also she don't be releasing no physical copies. Like, she'll release them, but she don't release them the same time her album releases. And plus, a lot of her streams get ate up because she puts her stuff on SoundCloud. So like right now, BB Angel, the whole album is on SoundCloud for free. So a lot of her streams be getting ate up. So I don't know. It's just, I don't know, when people try to use stuff like that, it's just like, y'all really don't be paying attention for real. Y'all don't do research. Y'all don't look nothing up. And y'all just be screaming and y'all be so loud and wrong about every fucking thing that y'all be talking about. And the worst part about it is y'all don't care to learn shit. Y'all don't care to fucking learn shit. Y'all don't care. Y'all just be so loud and wrong and enjoy being loud and wrong. And I think that shit is so fucking ignorant. I think it's ignorant as hell. Like, it's so like ill. Like I'll be looking at y'all like y'all are pathetic. Like, it's not cute to be dumb. Like, it's not. And y'all think it is, but whatever. I'll let y'all have at it, child.
So you're also a Barb.
Yes,
I want to know because I don't meet a lot of Tinashe fans that are also Barbs. I put on my Twitter, I said I'm blocking any anti-Tinashe Barbs on Twitter because y'all are weird at this point. A lot of these Barbs, they give us a bad rap and they're just negative and make us look bad, I feel sometimes, because it's like Tinashe ain't never do nothing wrong to Nicki or the Barbs. She's always supported, and Nicki always supported Tinashe. So what's really the issue? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't understand that. So I started seeing Barb's trying to. Why is everybody trying to dogpile on my girl Tinashe? I don't like that. Just because you don't know her, she's still a human being. She's still very talented. It doesn't excuse for everybody to just dogpile on one person all over something that's misinterpreted. I don't like that. That's the whole reason why I even made this live. But I do want to know, what do you think about the husbands going at it?
I don't know. I'm kind of like
on
I
the
don't know how to
fence?
formulate an opinion because I feel like on one hand, I feel like it should never trace back to Nicki because that is a grown man. And I personally do not think that Nicki put him up to something like that. And also, I also feel like I don't like the fact that he did it and was like recording himself, like talking shit and waiting for him outside and all that other shit and making like, you know, a scandal salacious moment out of it. I don't agree with that because I do feel like anything you do does fall back on Nicki. And I feel like he should know that by now. You know what I'm saying? By now, he should know to move just a little bit more different. You know what I'm saying? But then on the other hand, Cardi's Miss Dangerous, ain't she? Ain't she Miss, you know, I send niggas to beat bitches up? Ain't she that?
And she linked up whenever Lovely T had brought up and the fans. Remember, she pulled up on the fans.
Right.
So if y'all can have this energy for Kenneth Petty and him, you know, age shaming, saying that he's too old to be linking up into the second and third. That bitch is also too old. Ain't she like 33? She's too old to be linking up with fans and people.
She's a whole mother of 3 children.
I thought she had 2 kids.
Well, I don't know. I don't keep up with her for real. I don't know.
Yeah, she got 2, but yeah. Either way, your point still remains. So
right.
Exactly, like too grown for this, too grown for that. Like no, and I feel like it's childish, but it's like now that it's on the playground. First of all, people kept on saying, "Oh well, you know, I'd rather be the guy that's talking shit from a private plane and instead of the one that's talking shit from the side of a trash can in New York and stuff." I'm like, okay, y'all start thinking that shit's a game. I feel like this is bad on either side. I feel like this doesn't need to happen. But I would be more worried about the niggas that's standing next to used needles next to a fucking trash can versus a pampered ass dancing nigga, you know, with a silver fucking spoon that don't have any type of gang ties versus the nigga that's standing on the side of the trash can that has a whole rap sheet and, you know, his people got rap sheets and shit like that, or records and shit that actually got bodies is what I'm saying. So if I was Offset, I guess the guy, what's his name is 30
promo for his
yeah, because he's coming out with an album.
Set that shit up. He DM'd him on purpose, and you know, he knew he was gonna leave, and he knew he was gonna be able to use it to, like, you know, use it as promotion for his album. Very corny, but it worked.
It's very corny.
It's corny, but it worked. Like, I can't deny that it worked because he was trending and people are talking. So I guess it worked, but in hindsight, I don't think it's gonna help because you lost street credit for that. Like, hood niggas gonna look at you like you fugazi, like you hit this nigga up and then you ran. Like, you hit this nigga up, you want to play, and this is, he's making a history of this because he did this when he got his chain snatched. He did it with, unfortunately, he did it. I don't fuck with Chris Brown, but Chris Brown pressed that nigga, and he liked to do the internet game. That's what he liked to do. Offset is not, he really not, he don't come from that. He's not no real gangsta ass, like, thorough, like, nigga. Like, that's some dancing ass nigga. You don't give that. When it comes to Cardi and Nicki, though, there is a part of me that feels like if this beef was to die, that Cardi wouldn't have any legs to stand on anymore, because I feel like the beef with her and Nicki is the only thing that keeps her going. Like, it's the only thing that's keeping her around. Because when people listen to Cardi, they expect her to throw disses at Nicki, throw shots at her. That's what they're listening for. I can't say the same for Nicki. I can, but one thing about Nicki is we actually know that Nicki has more range in topics that we've seen her do it. So we know. But I also don't like the friend. I feel like Zoo's friend is also kind of like milking this for clout.
Yeah, but Offset inboxed him.
He did, definitely he did.
But also, let's call a spade, and let's keep it fair. He was posting and tagging Cardi B and stuff first.
Exactly, like that. And then I think my thing is this: if you gonna do some shit like this, like pull up on somebody like Offset and all this other shit, at least don't be following Cardi and Offset and fucking people on her team and have pictures of you with Nicki and Zoo and shit on your Instagram and all of that, and be doing shit like that. Because now y'all outside, it looks like y'all doing some gang activity, whatever. And now if something was to happen, the cops gonna know. It won't be hard to trace it back to Nicki. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do some shit like that, at least do it from another page. Where people can't go back and see, oh, he got pictures with Nicki. Like, it don't make sense. Like, I don't know, niggas gotta move a little more smart. Like, these is hood niggas, these street niggas, but my thing is, even hood street niggas know how to move smart. You know what I'm saying? It's called street smart. Like, you don't want to pick up nothing Nicki got going on. You shouldn't want no clout from it. You should just want to do it because that's what you're here to do. You handle your business. You feel me? You're not here to get no clout off a situation. Like, I don't know.
Okay, so I found his IG.
Mm-hmm.
His IG is only the sturdy _. Here's his can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, so this is the DMs. Offset saying, where you located? You niggas pussy speaking on female business and talking crazy, broke as hell. But didn't he go back and forth with Akbar V?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
He did.
And this was over beef that she had with Cardi B. So it was like very ironic. Very ironic. Mm-hmm. So I had to get sidetracked, but honey, the sturdy could get it. I had to go there. But what is he saying?
He DM me. Nigga
DM okay, this is the video.
No, I was saying
okay. Yeah, these are some real hood ass niggas. I would tread lightly with them. That's just my opinion. I would just let it go if I was Offset. And if I was them, I would chill out also. Because it ain't that serious. It's never that serious to me.
I don't think it is either, because you playing with your life. Like, yeah, y'all playing with y'all life. But then again, I feel like niggas been asking for it. This is a long time coming. Like, this has been going on for a long time. I wouldn't be surprised if it hit the fan. Like, there's been a lot of built up tension when it comes to this situation.
And then he was in Chris Brown's inbox.
Exactly.
Trying to link up with Chris Brown. So now it's like
you becoming a habit.
Yeah, he has a history of hopping in people's inboxes, trying to front and act like he gonna link up with them and all that BS, and never really following through with it. Ended up calling the person the police, and so we all
think what happened with Dirk was Dirk had to catch that nigga off guard or something like that, right?
Oh yeah, didn't Lil Baby rob them?
Yeah, Lil Baby, that's my man.
Yeah, so like, just sit this one out, player. Like, just sit this one out before you make yourself look like a fool. Like, or more do you already do? Like, I just feel like both parties is foolish. Y'all both got celebrity girlfriends, the biggest female rappers out here, even though, one put in more work. It's just not worth it. It's not that serious. And as far as Kenneth Petty goes, I'm pretty sure I'm a Barb and I support whatever she does and stuff. I'm really a fan of her music. Put a
muzzle on that dog. Put a muzzle on that dog.
What? Or what you think I'm about to say? I'm not about to say nothing bad.
No. I'm telling her. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, put a muzzle on that dog because, like, now, she got reconnected with a past friend, and now we have to maneuver around this. I seen people in the comments. They were like, "Oh well, this turkey drive is the worst day ever. And people in the comments like, oh, what happens then? Oh, this is whenever she rekindled her friendship with Kenneth Petty. And then they were like, oh, yeah, I would have rather her not ever met him. And I was like, oh, but we wouldn't have Papa Bear. They're like, well, I don't care. I said what I said. I'm like, oh
my God.
I'm like, so like, okay, they're already married. People are saying, oh, well, they should divorce and stuff. I'm like, okay, even if they divorced today or this man got locked up or
why would y'all want to break? This is the thing with black folks that I don't fuck.
They're still gonna tie her to a SO.
Exactly. Whether she break up with a baby or not, my nigga. Like, please, cut the shit. Why do y'all want there to be a broken home? That's another black boy that would have to grow up in a broken home just because y'all want to save somebody's image that ain't even your fucking own.
Exactly. Don't have nothing to do with you.
Like, what the fuck?
This is why I like to say a lot of people, they don't know how to separate the music from the artist.
They start living vicariously through these people.
Mm-hmm. I don't do that. So I just don't like
hands.
The only reason why I cape so hard for Nicki Minaj is not because I feel like I know her or anything like that, because I have a friend that thinks that I literally personally know her and stuff like that. I don't. But my thing is, whenever you see people coming in the game or you see bloggers and stuff, they try to discredit her just to uplift another bitch that didn't work as hard as her, and there's politics involved, and you see the shit going on and you call it out.
Absolutely.
Like, Grammys is political. Everybody knows she deserves a Grammy. She should have a lot of Grammys. Everybody knows that she should have had a solo number one. She was so close many different times. Anaconda should have been number one. Queen should have been number one. So like, that's just, I speak whenever there's injustice, like I am now. That's the reason why I have this platform, and that's the only reason why I made this video. That's the only reason whenever I come out of the woodworks and I say something, whenever I see some shit going on that I don't agree with, that I need to call out, because not enough people are going to say it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
So, you have any final thoughts?
Well, I will just say this. Don't be the person online that, doesn't do their own research on things, or, just lashes out at the first thing they see. Dig a little deeper, or actually do your research before y'all get online and start talking about things that you don't know about. Also be smarter. Like, be smarter online, be more cognizant, be more.
But let's keep it a being. These people are going to spew out whatever the fuck they want. They're not going to do their due diligence and do their research and do their homework. Like, I have a friend,
because that's been going on for years on social media.
Yeah, that's just going to always happen.
It seems like it's gotten worse over the years.
But I have a friend, and she doesn't like when I speak on her because she gets in her feelings and stuff and start, oh, well, even though you didn't say my name, you're still discussing me. I don't care. I'm pretty sure she's watching. Even though it shows that ain't nobody watching, she knows that I'm live right now, and I sent her the link to the video. I asked her if she wanted to join, but she's Barty Gang. But she thinks, like, we got into many arguments, like we literally beefed and blocked each other plenty of different times talking about it. And I try to like stay away from that topic and stuff, or she already knows how I feel. I already know how she feels, but she doesn't really like Nicki Minaj. But my thing is, I'd be like, well, girl, you don't really have much of a real reason of why you don't like Nicki Minaj. You just don't like her because you like Cardi B.
Of course.
She's went on with this narrative that she beefs with a lot of different female artists. And I'm like, we could literally sit here and have a real conversation. Do you really want to have a real conversation? We could go down the list of every female artist that she has beef with or that beefed with her. It's popular to beef with her because that raises engagement. So now a lot of people that already don't like Nicki Minaj, they're going to start supporting that artist, especially if they're dissing her. Yep. So they want to see another person on top. They tired of seeing her on top and winning. And there's a lot of weird ass bitches. Just because people are celebrities does not mean that they're perfect. You got Megan Thee Stallion. She's a social climber. She did Asian Da Brat dirty. She did Kelsey dirty. She did Nicki Minaj dirty. She dissed Cardi B. She did her dirty and did a song with her. And then she went on an interview and named every female artist except for her. That's why I'm glad whenever she came out with that song, she said, oh, you say you look up to her, but really you look up to me. It's the truth. It's a lot of bitches. She ate that down, and a lot of people that
hit a lot of bitches.
That hit a lot. That's why everybody's so mad. And Nicki is so obsessed, and this. No, she called it out.
No, y'all just y'all are obsessed with trying to humble her. That's the only thing. That's the only thing.
Exactly. And did you see that post where they were saying, "Oh, this was Nicki's origin story," and they had the post with, I guess it was supposed to be. Actually, I'm about to pull it up right now. Hold on, give me a minute. Let me share my screen real quick. I just typed in Nicki origin story on Twitter and it popped up. But it says, now this guy, he spilled. It says, like, if you had every female rapper from A to Z up on stage while you yell fuck Nicki Minaj and put an obituary up on the screen and have the whole crowd cheering and I win in the end, you hearing from me to the day you die. And whatever. This is the pictures. This is all the female rappers. There go Kim. There go Rod Digger. There go Cardi B. There go Young and May. Queen Latifah. She performed.
That's why I be trying to tell people.
UNITY. And then fuck Nicki Minaj.
Fuck that. Like, that's not female rap unity, bitch. That is you attempting to extort a woman. That was never, female rap unity was never a real thing. It was always, even in the 90s, bitches were worse back then. Bitches were literally threatening to kill bitches and really was scrapping and all of that. Like, it was never given female rap unity. They created that out of nowhere to try to, humble one woman.
They said the craziest part is it was people up there she thought she was cool with. That would also turn me into a supervillain. No, a lot of people was riding with Kim. Somebody said that was the sad part. Even people she was close with turned against her. Okay. Well, Nicki had plenty of opportunities to build an alliance in hip hop with the old guard, but she chose not to. What? Why would she? I'm just reading the comments.
Mm-hmm.
This for real. Keep in mind.
One thing I always say. I think
Let me
about.
just let this sit up on the screen for a minute. Go ahead.
I think about every female rapper is problematic and has their problematic ways, except maybe that girl from what's her name? Oh, Queen Herbie. Oh well, no.
I love Queen Herbie.
I just found out that she did do something problematic, so I can't even say her anymore.
What'd she do problematic? I need to know this.
Someone in a space told me she did like a blackface or something like that.
I hope not.
It wasn't blackface, but she like tanned her skin really, really, really dark.
You sure it's not whenever she basically did music and it was like she was trying to embody a black woman with her vocals and stuff?
No, they had said it to me. I would have to. I don't remember what it was, but I do remember them checking me because I had this conversation before, and I was like, "Oop, I stand corrected. I can't add her to the list." Well, yeah. So every female rapper is problematic except maybe like Krayshawn. That's because the bitch don't make music. But to me, Cardi is no different than an Azealia. They're both vulgar. They're both discriminatory. They're both very impulsive, very like just erratic people. But to me, I feel like you just when it comes to female rap, stop trying to be the moral police with these bitches, because a lot of these bitches in female rap grew up in the hood and they're not gonna be your fucking perfect princess bitches. They're never gonna be that. They can try, including Nicki. They can try, but they're always gonna revert back to where they come from if challenged. You feel me? So you just gotta start picking your fucking poison and going. Like, you just gotta pick your poison and go. Stop trying to hold Nicki accountable. Stop trying to hold Azealia. Stop trying to hold Iggy. Stop trying to hold fucking Cardi. Stop trying to hold Megan. Stop. All these bitches is gonna be problematic. they're going to be problematic. They're not Beyonce. They're not R&B singers. They're not pop stars. Even though they dabble in it, that's just to get a bigger bag to them. It don't really, like, that's not who they are. Like, stop trying to be the moral police with these bitches. These bitches, I don't expect them to be cookie cutter perfect I don't expect that. I expect them to get, to say something salacious or do something salacious or, be a little problematic at times because they come from the hood. Like, I don't know what y'all be expecting, but honestly, y'all only apply it to Nicki Minaj. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: you will never humble Nicki Minaj. She's gonna do what the fuck she wants to do. That's just the bottom fucking line. She holds the reins to do whatever the fuck she wants to do. That bitch survived a hate train created by machines. She's not going nowhere. That's just that. So if you like Cardi, that's your poison. That's okay. That's okay. But all of this, oh well, she did this, so she's problematic, and that they all problematic, boo. You just gotta pick the one you like the most and rock with them. All these stand wars over dumb shit and the beefing and all of that is stupid.
Okay, let me play this video of Queen Latifah, and we're gonna wrap this up because I've been on for 2 hours. I'm pretty sure the Twitter video is probably off because I think it's like an hour max for that. But let's see what the hell this hoe got to say.
This was fake.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was in Switzerland when the record came out. I was like, Missy sent me that. Yo, you heard this? I'm like, what? Okay, thank you, because I was over here and it was nothing. Radio silence over here. I'm listening to alternative and crazy dance stuff. Yeah, I needed some good hip. Oh man, bars. I needed it so bad, and it was so good. It was just the idea. Like, let me tell you something. I support females in hip hop. I always have. I always will. There's room for all of us, and nobody, to my knowledge, that's younger than me, invented this. So you don't get to claim it. You don't get to rule it. You know what I'm saying? This is all of ours. All of ours. You know what I'm saying? And my name is Queen. So, what am I supposed to get into everybody throwing the Queen thing around? I mean, come on, it's stupid. I'm not going there with that. All I care about is that females who rap get to have their records played, get to hear that their voices get to be heard. Because for a minute, it was like nothing. You know what I mean? Nicki was like the only one practically. Yep. And that was never cool with me. I'm like, what about everybody else? This can't be a movement. We can't keep this thing going with one person. We need a bunch of us. Like, when I was out, it was me, it was Light, it was Moni, Salt and Pepper.
Okay. First of all, Queen Latifah's real name is Neva Queen. That's number one. And number two, girl, what do you think?
I see an old bitter bitch.
Yeah, just giving bitter. Like, no, there was still other female rappers out. Just because Nicki was
you been stopped rapping. Why the fuck do you care? You've been doing movies since the early 2000s, the 90s. Mm-hmm. You been stopped rapping.
A lot of them bitches was never cool with that. They didn't like that. Like, if you dominating, and then you have the longevity and the range. See, Cardi B, she can never call herself the queen because she doesn't really even care about the craft. She cares about making money. She even said that herself. But my thing is, when it comes down to these bitches, they like to preach this unity shit. But when it comes down to dissing and beef and stuff, they're real fickle. See, it's okay to diss Nicki Minaj. It's female rap. It's a sport. Is what they're supposed to do. But if she claps back, she's a bully. She's miserable. She's old. Her time is done. No, bitch. She's still charting. And that says a lot. Will these other bitches be here in 5 more years, 10 more years, still rapping and running shit? No. Not with how oversaturated the shit has become. Mm-hmm. We done already forgot about Glorilla. We on Sexy Red now, and pretty soon that bitch gonna be gone. Who's gonna be next after Sexy Red? I'm pretty sure it's a bitch called Callie. So like she on her
it's diluting. It's like diluting the drama.
It's diluting it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there was other female rappers at the time, but guess what? They didn't have the aesthetic of Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj had
that's the thing that bothers me so much. That is one of the biggest misconceptions, because whether y'all like them or not, and whether it don't matter how people feel their careers went, Nicki was not fucking peerless, bro. She wasn't. Little Mama, yes, Little Mama was dance on, you know, America's Best Dance Crew, but she was still dropping music in between that and performing on that show. Nicki was a guest performer on the same show where Little Mama was hosting that show, America's Best Dance Crew. She performed there. She was not peerless. Then after that, we started to see Iggy and Azealia. She was not peerless. It's just y'all feel like that because
Dej Loaf, Young M.A.
Y'all feel like she was peerless, but she wasn't. There was bitches there. They just wasn't making noise like she was. She wasn't peerless, bro. Y'all just didn't want to support these other bitches. Cause I forgot. Most of y'all got crabs in a bucket mentality anyway. Y'all feel like y'all can only support one black bitch at a time or two black bitches at a time. And then you want to turn around and gaslight her and be like, oh, well, you were a spotlight hog. No, bitch. I was just that fucking good that y'all didn't want to pay attention to no other bitches.
Here's a picture of Young M.A. and Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj brought Young M.A. and Dej Loaf on the Pink Print tour. But here's another another picture of, who was that? Young M.A. She was on stage whenever she was sending them shots with the obituary and stuff in the background. Mm-hmm. So that's what they mean by, it was people that she thought she was cool with or didn't have no problem with. They said, I keep this in mind because this was before motorsports, so her and Cardi B wasn't even beefing. Nicki was never the problem. So before we go, because this is really what was about Tinashe, since they're saying name 5 Tinashe songs, what would you say is your top 5 Tinashe songs?
Okay, we have Wanderer.
Oh, that was my shit.
We have Aquarius. We have 333. We have, I gotta make my last 2 real spicy. Mm-hmm. We have Stargazing.
That was my shit.
There's so many. It's hard to do a 5, but I'm at 4. I'm gonna throw a song that I feel. I'm gonna throw in a song from her new record because I'm just obsessed with it. But yeah, this top 5 is not final because it's hard to do a top 5 with Tinashe. So the last song I'm gonna choose is Tightrope from BB Angel.
Okay. Y'all make sure y'all check out Tinashe's new project. It's called BB Angel. Okay, let me do mine real quick. I feel like Feelings. Mine is mostly going to come from Songs for You because that album it got me through a lot because I was going through my breakup.
Oh my god! I just realized I don't have no songs in my top 5 from Songs for You, but that's literally like her one. That's her magnum opus to me.
That to me, yes. Mm-hmm. Perfect Crime, because it's like oh my god. Okay, Perfect Crime, Feelings. Now I'm going to go back to 333 for my next one. I would say I Could See the Future. That's 3. Unconditional will be 4.
Oh, taste.
And the 5th one, this is so hard. Oh my god. See, I see what you mean now. I can't just name 5.
Yeah, because you know why it's so hard. Her entire catalog has no skips.
I would say my 5th one. This is so hard. It's like a tie. Because Night Ride has some bops.
I didn't have no Night Ride songs on my top 5. That's what I'm saying. Like,
FaceTime.
She has too many. She has too many albums that are flawless from like top to bottom. So it's hard to do like a top 5 with her.
We gonna do this again. We gonna do this. We gonna just chill out and we gonna make another live. maybe next weekend or maybe in the middle of the week or whatever, if you ever up early in the morning or late at night, we're gonna come back together and we're gonna do our Tinashe appreciation video, and we're gonna just name all of our favorite songs. We're gonna literally, like, I might have to pull out my phone and go through some. Not that I don't remember them, but just because I don't want to forget them.
Yes,
because it's so
I
many.
love this little corner you got over here that you created for yourself. This is cute. I didn't even know you did this.
See,
I'm so happy you had me on here. Thank you for asking me to join.
I thank you for joining. You're my second guest ever. Really, you're my first official guest. My first guest was my homegirl, and she called on. She was high as hell. She was like, yes. And then she just started giggling and stuff like that. I'm like, girl, is you gonna say something or not? Like, what is we doing here right now? But so you're my first official guest. I was gonna add Dupree on here to a video and do a collab with him because he always speaks the truth when it comes down to Nicki Minaj and stuff and just stuff that's going on. He's that dark skinned dude with the big eyes. He be going on TikTok and he be like, the Barty gang does not like him. But I had this corner before you met me, honestly, like before Spaces. I was going through some personal things in my life. So I started Spaces and started hopping on people's Spaces and meeting people through there. So that's honestly why I was even on Spaces in the first place. I had to pause my StreamYard and I went on Spaces recently, and I think people was trying to rush me to give my opinion or my question or something.
That's corny.
Yeah, they were trying to say I was long-winded and stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, I have my own platform, and I got my computer fixed and everything, and I could get on this bitch and be as long-winded as I want. You see, we passed the 2-hour mark. I could do whatever I want. This is my shit. I pay my bill for this StreamYard every month, and I made my logos, and I'm gonna work on my intro and stuff, and I'm gonna start it off. Yeah, I don't got no viewers right now, but the playback, I'll probably get like a few viewers on YouTube, a few viewers on Twitter, and then I have a Rumble, but I'm not streaming on there yet. I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna play with it and figure that out. But yeah, I've been doing this since like last year in December. I would do like one video a month, and then I went through my whole thing. I moved, I lost a job, but hey, this is my little space, and I'm gonna invite you on. You ain't gonna be no stranger. We're gonna help, I'm building.
I'm all for building community. So.
No doubt. I really started this honestly, not because of Spaces, because I did this first. I did Spaces later just to still give my opinion on situations because I'm very opinionated. Is because I would get on people's shows like Gossip Girl XOXO or Armand's, or I would call on Nicki at Night. Nicki at Night, I never had no issue with Nicki at Night. The only thing I had with her was that her fans would be a little bit homophobic because her fan base is mostly like straight people. And then they'll say comments like, oh, it's a sugar fairy on the line. Oh, hang up. And Armand, he'll say something. You call on his show. He might not like what you got to say, so he'll hang up. Like, I don't like that. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to build my own space. That's just it. That's us all. A lot of these bitches ain't doing nothing but using the StreamYard or using Blog Talk Radio. They're not doing anything different than what I'm doing right now. They just got the engagement and the following because they made some salacious ass videos and stories. But yeah. But I'll holler at you later. I might go live again later. I don't know if anything happens. But thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Y'all like, share, and subscribe if y'all made it this far.
I will too. Thank you.